right now, actually. Go back to this. So guys, for those of you just tuning in, I appreciate you all taking the time out on this call to jump on this. The call you're going to hear from tonight, you're not going to hear me. You're going to see my beautiful face. We're going to hear from an amazing coach and mentor of mine who I've got, the utmost respect for. This is a guy who's been in the industry now for, a lot longer than me. His results speak for themselves. Like I said, back in May 2018, I had the privilege of connecting with this individual, and he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to reach out to me. He didn't have to work with me. He didn't have to do anything. But the first time we actually spoke, I just said to him, Ivan, I'm ready to run. I'm ready to build this business. And he said, listen, if you're serious, there's an event this Saturday in London. And he said, me, Alex Morton, David Imite are there. I'll put you and your partner up. And at the time, I'm like, why would he do this for someone that he doesn't know? So that for me showed that was someone who with huge levels of, respect for people that they're building with. So to get him on this call like this and to be able to share and pour into you guys, it's something that I'm super excited about, because the last time he did a call with our group, we had monumental, like exponential growth. I went from personally being a platinum 1000 within the business with a struggling community of around 35, 40 people to 3 months later, 90 days, just over 95 days, platinum 5000. We had over 500 people in the organization. So to have someone on the call like this, who can pour into you guys, it doesn't take thousands and thousands of people to grow a business. It takes a few. So for those of you on this call that are gonna, that are here to get value, please make sure you do take notes, because this individual is made multiple millions in the industry. So Ivan Tapia, if you're on the call, if you are there, I saw you plug in. I'd love to introduce you onto this call and basically let you run the floor up. So let me just have a look. There he is. I can see him. There we go. Add spotlight. Ivan, how you doing? You're on mute, bro.
Doing fantastic, Bradley. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well. That new gaming PC in the backup looks sweet.
I not only do gaming, I do a lot of things there, but it's a beautiful thing there. I love it.
Nice.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
So it's a pleasure being here with all of you guys. So my name is Ivan Tapia, whoever doesn't know me. Bradley, I had the honor to meet him 2018 that he was mentioning. And one of the biggest things when you have a leader, a person who has a lot of initiative, is the level of hunger. And when I saw Bradley, I knew right away that he was a person that had made a big decision, have decided have a major decision to really change your life. So I was very excited to work with him. And today he basically orders his organization over 500 people, like he's mentioning. And I know it's a matter of time that it's done deal that we're going to be not only him going to be becoming a chairman, but a lot of you guys, a lot of you girls also are going to be becoming chairmen. So congratulations to everybody who's in this call tonight. I know it's basically for you guys, I don't know, but it's like 8, 9 o'clock. For me, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon over here in sunny San Diego, California. So excited over here. We have of what's going on. I am Master Academy. We just had a call last night for the convention that we're going to be having in Houston, Texas in about 2 months, with everything that's happening around IAM. And we're seeing the growth since the last convention. New chairman 750s, new chairman 250s, new chairman 100s, new chairman 50s, 10s, 25s. It's just amazing the level of success that we're having here in I Am Master Academy. And today I want to share with you guys one of the major points that I see in biggest leaders. One of the major points that I saw myself develop, one of the biggest golden nuggets. And because everybody wants success, everybody wants to achieve chairman, everybody wants extra income, or to definitely surpass their job income with I Master Academy. And the only way to do it in network marketing, I've always seen it through basically these 3 characteristics. One is leadership, another one is belief level, and another one is your customers acquisition. And you got to become really good at it and really show yourself what an amazing leader you are in all of those 3 areas. Now, myself, when I started in this industry, if some of you guys have heard my story, civil engineering profession, I never really saw myself as a leader. I never really saw myself as a great proposer or great presenter or great closer. The reality is that I knew I had to work a lot in myself, a lot in my preparation, a lot of my skills to really start developing amazing results that I desire. So the number one thing that keeps you going, definitely, guys, is faith. Faith is the number one thing that keeps you going. Whenever we talk about the vision here with all of you guys, and the vision is what helps a lot of people believe and have faith. So we're talking 1,000 chairmans, for example, for the whole company. And I believe also in this call, we have several chairmans happening, several chairmans in construction. The number one point when I'm saying this is you guys got to make a decision. You are one of those chairmans. You are one of those chairmans. So it's a done deal. That's not even a doubt in your mind. And the way it works is like, for example, when I started network marketing back in the day, 12 years ago, I knew I was going to be making 20,000 a month. I just didn't know which people were going to join me. I didn't know who was the leader. So I'm going to talk about, for example, adversity. Everybody's going to face adversity. There's going to be adversity in depending the country. You know, if for example, in the US, I just know that the government just took unemployment out. That means that people are not going to be able to receive their check because they're unemployed. In Mexico, they don't even have unemployment. So they don't even have healthcare, nothing like that. Latin America, same deal. So depending the country is depending definitely the challenges and the adversities we're going to basically face. But what happens is challenges faces ourselves. Challenges helps to introduce yourself to yourself, if that makes any sense. Basically, it helps you out to understand if you're a person strong enough, strong-minded, if you're a person who has strong faith, if you're a person that you know it's going to happen for sure. I remember when I started in the industry, a lot of people telling me no. A lot of people saying this is not going to happen. A lot of people telling me you're an engineer, you're crazy by doing network marketing. A lot of people tell me you're not a good salesman, you're not a good presenter, you don't inspire me, I don't believe you. All of these things that you tell me. You're not going to become a millionaire, you're not going to become rich out of this, network marketing. But I didn't care. That was also adversity. And so you need to be really, really, really have a lot of courage in this business. Adversity is going to happen. That's the number one thing is going to happen that you need to understand. I remember this human being once says, great suffering is going to help you to create yourself, the person that you want to become on the leadership side. So the great suffering part is what helped me kind of say, well, I'm going to suffer. it kind of put things into perspective. I know maybe suffering is a big word, but I never felt it like suffering. I know a lot of people think they're suffering. Oh, my friend doesn't believe in this industry. Oh, my wife, my girlfriend, or whatever is really talking about me, or it's not believing in me. And you have the enemy sleeping with you, right? So there's a lot of suffering in it. Family, dad and mom, and when you get home or when you see them, you're still doing that network marketing thing. Suffering because you're working maybe overtime thanks to network marketing, because maybe you're not sleeping that much thanks to network marketing. Maybe you're not getting normally your nice nutrition that you used to get, or maybe you're not going to the gym like you used to go. So it is suffering. It is definitely some suffering in there. But it was that I, in my mind, I knew there was a reason, because there was a reason why I was doing the suffering. So I never really felt it as suffering, but that phrase really helped me. It's not when I was really struggling, in the sense that people used to tell me, well, you're not sleeping enough, Ivan. I don't see you anymore. You used to come to the parties. You used to come to these events. You used to come to the gatherings. You used to come to see the sports games, etc. But we don't see you anymore. And it's like you're not having fun. If you only work. That's what they used to tell me. So I was like, yeah. So if that's going to help you, in other words, suffer, you can use the word sacrifice. You can use the word interruption. You know, that I like to use also. You're interrupting what you like to do temporarily to later do it full time, right? So that's what happened. So adversity basically introduces yourself to yourself. That's very powerful. Adversity, how are you going to challenge yourself whenever you burn a trading account? Adversity, how you're going to challenge yourself whenever a person that you sign up then quits, a person that goes P150 then quits. That's the kind of adversity that the leaders go through. And what helped me also is, even though I was a good civil engineer, the reality is that in network marketing, I was a beginner. So I needed to learn new skills. I needed to develop the mindset of a millionaire. So I worked a lot of, well, if I need to develop a mindset of a millionaire, what is a mindset of a millionaire? Well, however you're treating the business is going to be treating you. However you're treating the business is going to be treating yourself. So that helped me a lot, because I needed to understand that if I was going to be making, for example, one of my first goals is $20,000 a month, that means that I'm going to be making over $250,000 per year, close to that. So what happens is that I need to develop the mindset of a $250,000 guy. That means that challenges are going to happen. And when I saw that challenges are going to happen, it's basically that one of the biggest things is I knew the only way to grow is through adversity. So adversity challenge yourself, but adversity is not only going to challenge yourself and show yourself who you are, but adversity is going to also help you grow. And that's one of the things that also helped me. So I remember there was a person that said, well, don't fall in the same hole twice. You fall in the same hole twice, you need to put them attention. If you fell in the same hole 3 times, then you're just done. So I need to learn of not making the same mistakes. If I sign up somebody, making sure that I'm making the same mistakes. If I'm doing a presentation, making sure that I'm doing the same mistakes. But if I'm talking to people, making sure that I'm not making the same mistakes. If I'm going to England, for example, myself, and I'm going to go to an event, and I got a leader like Bradley contacting me, saying, hey, I want to learn more about this. I'm not going to do the same mistake and not answer him. I'm going to reply to the message. I'm going to invite him to the event. I'm going to talk to him. It doesn't matter what time he's going to leave after we meet. I'm going to be with him until he feels that I have his back. That means that you guys have to have your customers, your leaders, need them to be feeling that you have their back. So that's also very, very, very important. That is going to help you grow. I always grow through mistakes. I normally don't grow through success. I normally go through and grow through failure. I learned this from the owner of PF Chang's. That's what he was saying. He used to talk about all the restaurants that he has or that they have, basically, and say, oh, they always want to talk about the restaurants that are having major success. That's cool. But the way he grew to all that big restaurant chain around the world is because of all the mistakes they understood on the restaurants that didn't work. So that's the key. Where you're not growing, what do you need to get better at? And when you understand what do you need to get better at, that's when you actually hit the word that's going to help you actually become an entrepreneur or a millionaire, which is reality. What is your reality? A lot of people don't want to face the reality because they think it's a dangerous spot. I love facing my reality. So what happens is, oh, I'm not a good trader. I'm going to focus on making money on trading. Very simple. That's my reality. I'm not a good person prospecting. Guess what? I'm going to face my reality. I'm going to learn the skill on how to prospect. I got to face my reality. Oh, I don't have a schedule. I don't have an action plan on how to go P1000 in the next 30 days. I'm going to face my reality. I'm going to sit my butt down, and I'm going to make an action plan to go to P1000 in the next 30 days. I've been doing IM for the last year, and maybe I'm not growing. I'm going to face my reality, what I need to get better at. If I see people growing, if people are making money on trading, if people are making money on binary or forex or indexes or stocks or whatever it is, I need to face my reality and say, what do I need to get better at? Do I need to maybe go into some classes that I'm not going? For example, I got to wake up California time 7 a.m. Now, a lot of people, when they talk about that, they talk about the Miracle Morning Book. When people say about waking up at 5 a.m., that's a lie. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. That's the truth. You have to wake up at the whatever hell the hour you want to go, but you gotta wake up early on the sense that you gotta go for your dreams. I know people that wake up at 2 a.m. That doesn't make them a millionaire. I know people that wake up at 10 a.m. You know, Tony Robbins wakes up at freaking 9 a.m. You know, Mark Wahlberg wakes up at 4:30 a.m. They're both major success. It's not about what time you're waking up. It's about what is the time that you need to wake up for your industry, for your business, for you to get better. For me, for example, it needs to be 7 a.m. maximum in California time. So I don't like waking up early, but I need to wake up early. So I face my reality. I wake up at 8, 9 a.m. I love the trading hours. I wake up at 7 a.m. Boom, facing my reality. I need to wake up early. I need to go to sleep then, so I can at least sleep my 6 hours. If I sleep 6 hours, I'm good to go. And I know a lot of people need their 7 or 8. That's cool, but that's me. Okay, so I face my reality. Boom, I'm ready to go. What is another of the realities I need to face? Well, for example, maybe you're not only not doing trading, maybe you're not enrolling people. Are you really prospecting every day? Are you really presenting every day? That's why I love challenges, because it actually helps you face yourself. Am I struggling to create communication? Am I struggling to actually create unity in the business? Maybe that's also it. Because what people sometimes don't understand is that unity helps you grow quicker. Unity helps you promote business faster. Right now, I know Bradley, you guys have an event on the 18th, and the biggest thing is about getting all of you guys together to that event. I was sharing yesterday on the company call on how I basically started doing 6,000 people events in Latin America. It didn't come from oh, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow 6,000 people event. Nobody the hell knew who Ivan Tapia was. It was hard work, but I understood this in an event. So I'm gonna give you a very simple topic right here. Adversity. You grow through adversity. So what happened to Ivan Tapia? I was almost 3 years in the industry. I hadn't even made $1,000, and I thought I was working hard. I know some of you guys feel maybe that way. I'm working so hard, I'm not growing. Well, that was me. I was talking to a lot of people. I was giving a lot of flyers. That was in the old day, right? We don't give out flyers anymore in the network marketing industry. But that was me back in 2009, 2010, 2011, giving out flyers in the streets. I was in a juice company, so give it samples of juices. Just imagine myself, almost 6'3" guy, big dude, going around with people trying to give them sample of juices. People were looking at me like, you're crazy, right? Hey, excuse me, man. Can you give me what is your opinion of this on this juice? It's an antioxidant juice. You know, people were looking at me like, you're crazy, man. But you never look at the perception of about how people look at you, right? You don't look at it. You're just focused. I was just focused, driven about it. I didn't care about the no's. I didn't care about people telling me you're crazy. I didn't care about that. Civil engineering profession. Imagine my friends and family seeing me with my little backup with the ice cooler for the juices. I didn't care about that. I was so fired up. But it was challenged. It was challenged to help me grow. Because me going to events and learning, it's like, well, how do you say that to people? Well, how you actually introduce the juice? Well, how you actually sample it out? And then the coffee, etc. And so I was always there, but I was always focusing on basically on the skills, right? And when I started understanding the mindset about it, the leadership part about it, helped me grow. So I went to an event, July 23rd, 2011. I'm never going to forget this. It's in the the Pasadena, California, in an event. So I go there, it takes 5 people. Okay, when I go there, it was $20 a ticket per person. I bought tickets for all my 5 people. I go there and we're sitting listening to an event. And I'm like, same stories again, same thing again. But I understand you need to be there, right? Even if it's the same stories, even if it's the same presentation, I understand, because it's like the gym. I need to work out the muscle. I need to work the chest. I need to work the bicep or the leg or whatever it is, leg day, every week. Every week I need to do the exercise. I need to grow the muscle. So I need to grow the mind. So I am there and suddenly I understand the business. How do I understand the business? Somebody goes on stage. Well, I understand one skill of the business that day. Somebody goes on stage and he says, he started explaining how he went from 0 to 20,000. He basically explained how he grew the business event to event. Every event, his goal was to have more people and more people. So if 5 people go to an event, next event 10 people, next event 20 people, next event 40 or whatever it was. So he explained how he took a bus to an event in Houston, Texas. And the reason is because you want people to listen to the people who have the most experience, the people who have the most results, the traders who have the most results, the chairmen who have the most results. And that's the key. Sometimes you want to deliver the message, but you're not the best messenger yet. So what happened is I was listening to it and I was like, he's right. However, I'm transmitting the message, I ain't connecting with the people. People ain't connecting with myself. So that day I made a decision. I said, okay, I'm going to take 10 people to the next event. We took like 10, and then the same event, same action, same activity, next event, 20 people, 30 people. Then we took one bus, I remember, to Los Angeles. And then we took 2 buses to San Jose, California, which is close to San Francisco. And then 3 buses back to Anaheim, California. This is all people coming from Mexico. So that means crossing the border of us. Just imagine that. And tickets $20, $30, $40. So people in Mexico, they're not making that much money like in the US, but they're paying for the event because I'm helping them understand why they need to be in that event. And they need to grow inside in order to grow outside. So I'm basically becoming a great leader of selling events. Invest your pocket in your mind, and your mind is going to help you fill up your pockets. And that was all true because that was happening to me. 3 months later, basically, we took 3 buses to an event, then 5 buses. And it went from making like $1,000 a month in total time around a year to over $50,000 a month. That is nuts. That is totally nuts. But I understood because I had been developing the skills for inviting prospects and presenting for 3 years. So that means I was already a professional in this industry. But now I started applying all the information. Adversity would have been like, oh, you need to take a bus over here. I'm not going to take a bus. You guys are crazy. Hey, you need to buy the tickets. I'm not going to buy any tickets for anybody. You guys are crazy. They need to buy their own tickets. I bought the tickets. We reserved the buses. If we didn't fill them up, I needed to fill them up. I didn't care how we're going to do it, but we were going to fill them up. What are they going to eat? I don't care. $1.99 burger. That's all we need. $1.99 3 tacos. That's all we need. That was my mentality because I wanted people who were hungry. And I think that's one of the biggest things. We normally focus on the people that we believe they can become great leaders, but we don't focus on the people that are really hungry and are really teachable and are really coachable. Hey, I'm guilty also. I remember when I signed up, I was like, oh my God, I know like this 3 people, they're going to kill it. They're the best. They know a lot of people. They're very charismatic. They're amazing. But guess what? They're not hungry. So when you're hungry, changes everything. Because now they don't care. When you're hungry, you don't care going through adversity. You don't care when people say no. And that was me back in the day. So now I need to understand how to become a great business owner, how to become a great leader. Great leaders know a lot about a lot of stuff. Sorry, great leaders know a little about a lot of stuff. That's the key. Okay, leaders know a lot about some little stuff, some little characteristics. So hopefully you guys understand. Big leaders know a little about a lot of stuff. So I understood that. Now, maybe you can know a lot about some different items, of course, like myself, but the reality is you start growing. So I understood that. In order for me to become big, and I need to help people. Personal development, that's the key to be having success. But if you want to become really invincible in this industry, help people in your organization have personal development, teach personal development. Every day, every time you have an opportunity, talk about the big picture to the people. So that means that people need to understand where they're going. People need to understand where they're headed. People need to understand what is going to become of them if they achieve or they do the activity every day. I'm honest to God, I believe that all of you guys can become chairman. And here's one of the things I always tell my leaders. I believe that anybody can go chairman, but on the other hand, I don't need anybody to go chairman. Hopefully you guys understand what I just said. I mean, I believe Dan can go chairman. I can be Aiden. I can be Rory can go chairman. Ben can go chairman. I believe everybody can go chairman because that's the truth. I believe in everybody, but I don't need anybody to go chairman. So I'm not going to die in desperation. This guy quit. Oh my God, my life is over. Who cares, man? Like, there's more than that. There's more than one person around the whole world. Come on, there's 8 billion people now. You know, this person says no marketing doesn't work. Who cares, man? You got to remind yourself of the big picture. Chairman 10, 500 people, and you're crying about one person. But that was the main guy. So you didn't have any guy then. You see what I'm saying? Like if that was your guy, if that was your main reason why you started, then you shouldn't even start it. It makes no sense. Right? Depending all your life on one person. Elon Musk didn't depend his dreams in one person. Steve Jobs didn't depend his dreams in one person. Have you guys ever seen the movies of Steve Jobs? How he talks to his number one guy? I forgot his name right now. He was like, "You can quit. You can quit." But he didn't care. That was Steve Jobs in real life. Wozniak, thank you. Exactly. Like, you can quit. It's over. Get out. And Wozniak was devastated, right? Because that was his whole life, right? Apple. So that's so powerful. Think about also Ray Kroc from McDonald's. Same example. When his number one guy also quit. I also forgot his name. but also when his number one guy also quit, and he's in the movie actually. What's the movie called? Well, the movie where he talks about it, and then he hires him, and he becomes number one. He also quit. Ray Kroc basically didn't care, because leaders care about people. Don't get me wrong, but we don't need people. We need our dreams, and we want to help everybody, and we believe in everybody, but we need to become unified. The Founder, that's the name of the movie, exactly. The Founder. In Spanish, they have a different name. It's the Hunger for Power. That's what it's called in Spanish. Hunger for Power. So nothing to do, right? The Hunger for Power, the Founder, like, they have nothing to do. That's I was like, no, that's not the name of it. Yeah, the Founder it is. So you guys need to understand, you need to open your eyes and open your mind more than anything. Your heart's going to be your feelings. Your heart's the most important thing. It's going to help you with your faith, right? Because sometimes you have your faith, I'm going to become a chairman, but sometimes you're not feeling it. So sometimes you're not feeling it, right? So sometimes you grab it and you're like, man, I'm not feeling chairman. But then on the other hand, you have the faith. Oh, but I know I'm going to become a chairman. I know it's going to be there. So I got a question. What's more important, faith or the feeling? Faith. Faith's more important than the feeling. Faith's more important than emotions then. Now, after you have that faith, that's what you need to focus on. I always focus on people around me who have this characteristic. They're teachable and coachable. Teachable and coachable is very important. And now teachable and coachable is not taking notes. Okay, for example, right now I'm taking notes. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I'm going to take massive action. That's great. But that for me is not teachable and coachable. For me, teachable and coachable is that what you're listening to right now, you're going to take massive action immediately. Maybe after the call is done, maybe tomorrow. But you don't take more than 48 hours to take massive action out of this. Number two, not only teachable and coachable, but I need people who have ambition, major ambition. So that means when we're talking about 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, they understand on the reality saying, yeah, that's one of my goals, man, but 20,000 moves me, but 50,000 moves me. Oh, 100,000 moves me. And it's not about the money when you understand about it. It's not about materialism. That's the reality. Unfortunately, we live in a world that is focused on materialism. right? And about just creating an image that sometimes it isn't even true. That's social media. But we move through materialism, but we need to understand why are you want to make 20,000? Why do you want to make 50,000? Why do you want to make 100,000? That helps changing your life forever and ever and ever and ever. My life changed when I understood why I was working, what I was doing. Bradley contacts me and tells me, can we do a call? It's not about me getting more money. Thank God I got my money. The reality is when I started network marketing, the only thing I wanted to do is to make 20,000 a month. That's all I thought. That's all I wanted. I didn't care about becoming a millionaire. That's the truth. But now I understand, oh, I need to grow more. Because if I'm not growing, right, it's going the other way. I need to be growing. I need to be developing myself even more, because now it's about the people. The next one, teachable and coachable, ambition. And I need them to be willing to do some changes in their lives. Some people want to become great, but they don't want to change anything in their life. Hey, you got to work more as a team. Hey, we got to work more on the vision. Oh, no. It's all about me. We can't grow like that. Right? Hey, I would love for you to come to the event. I'm not going to go there. Not teachable and coachable. Right? I can't work like that. I can't work with people that are not teachable and coachable. I always tell people, do you want me to take 2 steps for you? You need to take the first step. You take the first step, I'll take the next 2 steps. Then you need to take next 3 steps, and I'll take the next 4. And that's we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the way we go. Because it's a commitment. I'm going to give you my time. My time, it's money. Okay. So that means you need to give me your time also, because it's commitment level. I'm going to help you go to that goal that you want to go. I'm already here. I'm going to take my time to help you go to that goal. That's a fact. That's the truth. But some of you guys are the other way around. You're like, yeah, whatever you need, man, whatever time you need, I'm always there for you. Hey, I cannot, the guest or the customer or the new leader, I can only do 7 o'clock. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna be there for. No, you gotta really value your time. Like, you are the boss of your business. You are the leader of you're the king of your business. So when you are going to a job, this is not a job, but when you go to a job, the boss is gonna tell you exactly the time you need to be there, because that's a commitment level. And you're gonna be as an employee, yes, boss, I'll be there, because you know you want to achieve the income of the boss. Same here. It's the same thing here. You want to develop the income of a chairman, you want to develop the income of a chairman 100, chairman 100 and above. You need to connect to the people. You need to be teachable and coachable. We're willing to change things in your life. And be basically a person that has a lot of initiative. Now, when I'm talking to the leaders and I'm talking about plans, I said about developing a plan. I suggest all of you guys, when we're talking about events, and then I told this to Bradley, I think the day we met that day in 2018, I told him, bro, the UK is wide open for you guys. Wide open for you guys. I understand cultures. I understand network marketing 110%. And the way most of the leaders build their business, I'm talking about most of the leaders build their business, is by understanding their cultures. And the number one culture or number one group that I think is going to understand the UK culture is you guys. Easily. And this is nothing against the minorities in the UK, because I'm a minority in the USA. So I understand exactly what I'm talking about here. Can I impact white Americans in the US? Yes. But the majority, can I impact the majority? Not yet. I need to have a lot of white Americans in my organization to then start impacting. It's like it's like David Imonici, African American. I had to develop a great relationship with David in order for me to have a big African American organization. So when I see the UK, there's a lot of people in the UK that are minorities. And you guys are basically not the minorities. You guys have the opportunity to create the the most impact in the UK. And that's a fact, because you guys know exactly what's going on with the cultures. So I see a lot of potential on that end for you guys to become the first chairman. And whenever you get the first chairman like that, then you have chairman 25, chairman 50, chairman 100, etc., 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 etc. But you guys need to understand, we're going to be that organization. We're going to be that group. We're going to be creating those results. There needs to be no doubt in your mind. The last part I'm going to be talking is massive action. I believe a lot of people think that they're taking massive action, but they're not really taking massive action. Massive action is not working 20 hours a week in network marketing. Massive action is talking about being effective. And for example, if you're talking about a presentation is 30 minutes, 45 minutes with the closing, you already close people and it's an hour. Talking about trading, etc., it's another hour. So if you're doing 3 presentations per day, that's 3 hours maximum with the closing. Plus the training, that's 4 hours. If you're doing Zooms, you never travel, you never use the gas, you never use the car. If you travel, maybe it's an hour with everything. So that's 5 hours. If you're doing 5 hours for, 5 days per week, that is 20 to 25 hours. Now, to be honest, that's okay hours. That's part-time. That's not massive action. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I used to work. Maybe you guys can understand what is the level of action you need to take to be creating millionaire status. When I started doing network marketing, I understood exactly how to promote events and how to grow the business. I was getting off work 5:30 p.m., starting network marketing from 6:30 p.m. to like 10:30, 11 at night, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I used to either dedicate all Saturday or half Saturday, because I used to maybe work half a Saturday. And after 1 o'clock, for example, if I had half a Saturday, or since 9 a.m., I was doing presentations until 10 p.m. Literally, my wife had to drag me out almost every Saturday or Sunday after 10 for no more presentations. I'm not kidding. That's the truth. She used to lie to me. Hey, we have this presentation. I remember once, it was my birthday. My birthday was 10:30. I was finishing up a presentation in my birthday. I used to have anniversaries that I used to need 6 presentations. 6 presentations. That was my goal every birthday. My wife, after one of those, right, it was like 10:30, and she was like, oh, I have an event, a presentation one-on-one with the owner of this restaurant. And I was like, cool, let's go. We showed up, and I had like 20 of my peers in there in the table, and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? And I was like, yeah, we're here, and happy birthday. And I'm like, cool, but I still turn around to my wife, so where's the guy? So where's the guy? And it's like, there's no guy. It's like, you told me there's a guy, 10:30 o'clock. It's like, yeah, it was a surprise party for you. You have to, guys, understand, that was my level. That is my level of commitment for dreams and goals. I didn't care about nothing else, because I understood the word sacrifice. I understood the word interruption. I understood what needed to happen. If I wanted to achieve results, incomes that nobody in my family has ever achieved, I need to work like nobody in my family has ever worked. If I want to achieve the level of success that nobody in the organization has ever gotten, that means I need to be working like nobody in the organization has ever done. That means I'm going to go through adversities that nobody has done. That means I'm going to challenge myself like nobody has done. And that helps so much, but the only reason you can go to a level is when you grow so much on the inside that the challenges seem so small on the outside. You grow so much on the inside that any challenge just looks so small. But that always started with me having the faith of me becoming that millionaire. So I wanted to guys leave you with that. And the last thing I want to leave you with is, make sure you find who in your business is that leader. There's so many leaders that want to focus on their personals. And that's great and all. But the way I grew up the majority of my business is growing in depth. Who in depth? Who below my personal? Who below in the third level, fourth level, fifth level is the person with the most hunger, with the most initiative, the most belief level, and the most teachable and coachable? Who is that person? That's so you guys understand. Bradley is not my directly sponsored person. I sponsor to somebody in Canada. Great leader. Fantastic characteristics. He has an amazing potential. That guy that I know, a friend of mine, to make easily chairman 100 money. Easily. But he doesn't have the hunger level as Bradley has. He's not being as teachable and coachable as Bradley is. Bradley is so much closer to chairman 10 than my personal. Personal is also a P5000. He's also P5000. But Bradley's so much closer to Gold Sherman. I'm not knocking on my guy on my personal, but that's to understand who is the person in your organization who has the most hunger, the most teachable and coachable, who really wants to become that person, that leader. I want to challenge you guys on becoming that biggest organization in the UK growing in whatever country you are. If there's people in other countries, whatever country you are, I want to challenge you to become that leader, to become that story of most growth in the last 2 to 3 months. So that means from now till the end of the year, we're gonna have a chairman retreat in Dubai, or a chairman leadership special in Dubai with myself, my wife, David Imunicia. We're gonna go all the chairmans. If you guys make a decision of going chairman from now till the end of the year, you guys are going to be going to Dubai with us also, having fun also in Dubai also. So I really challenge you guys to expand your mind, to expand your activities and say, you know what? I'm going to become that leader also. Exactly. Now I travel in the worldwide with my family. Exactly. I used to, for 2 World Cups, I think it was the 2014 and the 2010, I missed it. 2010 and 2014 World Cup, I missed it. 2018, I was right there, one of the best seats in the Russian World Cup. Guess what? For Qatar, I'm also going to be there. I already have my tickets. I already got my suite at the Ritz-Carlton in Qatar waiting for me. I already got those tickets. They're done. I'm not saying here to like brag about it. I'm saying it because maybe Mexico's participating or to qualify for the World Cup. I already qualified. That's why. Because why? Because I already paid the price. Make sure you pay the price. Make sure you become the story. Okay. Thank you guys. It's a pleasure being here with all of you guys. Make sure you take advantage of that November 18 event. If I was you, I would challenge myself and say, okay, how many people I took to last event? If you didn't take anybody, challenge yourself to take 5 to 10 people to this event. If you took 5 to 10 people, challenge yourself to take 20, 30 people. It's about growing every day. And it doesn't matter if you, at the end, if you hit it or not, it's about really challenging yourself, sweating and making sure you love adversity. I love adversity. I love challenges. And you know why? Because every time I beat a challenge, my results grow, my check grows, my business grows, my leaders grow. So I love challenges. Give me a challenge. I'll give you a solution because I am the solution. Think about that. Thank you very much. Have a great day, great night in the UK. Ivan Tapia from California.
Guys and girls, I appreciate you all tuning in. Ivan Tapia, appreciate you always, as per usual. 18th of September, if you haven't already got your tickets, make sure you're coming through on that. You know, just to have someone on this call like Ivan, you know, who's been able to take some time out this evening, share and pour into every single one of us. You know, I'm super grateful. If you guys got some value from this call, drop some 7s in the chat. You know, for me, this is just, you know, increase that belief level into me. It's increased the fire. I'm going to go out and get that done. I will 100% be in Dubai. as I know some of you guys on this call will. So I appreciate every single one of you taking the time out this evening. Ivan, thank you very much as per usual. See you all very, very soon. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.